Imagine if reality as you know it suddenly twisted and turned, revealing a glitch in your everyday matrix. Welcome to a world where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, where the mundane turns into mystery. A world where individuals from across the globe experience events so surreal they defy the laws of reality. These experiences, dubbed glitches in the Matrix, are moments when the veil of our perceived reality seems to lift, revealing something altogether inexplicable. These glitches are not just figments of imagination or hallucinations, but instances that have been experienced by people just like you and me. They are the unexplainable vanishings, the uncanny coincidences, the eerie doppelgangers, and the time loops that seem to be straight out of a science fiction novel. But where do these tales come from? They've been collected from the vast world of Reddit, a platform where individuals share their personal experiences, their moments of awe, fear, and confusion. And today, we'll be diving into these incredible stories, narrated in the first person, to give you an immersive experience. You'll hear accounts of objects disappearing only to reappear in impossible places. Tales of time inexplicably looping back on itself, of encounters with doppelgangers that should not exist, of phone calls from numbers that are not in service, and of feelings of deja vu so strong they suggest the presence of a glitch in our very reality. These narratives invite us to question our understanding of the world, to ponder the nature of reality itself. Could there be more to our universe than what meets the eye? Could there be an unseen force, an underlying code that occasionally glitches and gives us a peek into the true nature of our existence? Each story is a thread in the grand tapestry of our reality, a reality that is far more intricate and fascinating than we could ever imagine. So buckle up and prepare to embark on a journey that will challenge your perception of the world we live in. Are you ready to question reality as we delve into these mind-bending stories? Have you ever misplaced something only for it to reappear in the most unlikely place? Let's delve into the curious case of a Redditor who experienced this very phenomenon. Our storyteller begins on a regular Tuesday morning, ready to leave for work. The keys were right there on the kitchen counter, just where they always were, but in the blink of an eye, they simply vanished. Yes, you heard that right. Vanished. One moment there, the next, poof, gone. And it wasn't just any regular set of keys. It was the only set to our Redditor's apartment. A frantic search ensued, turning the apartment upside down, but to no avail. The keys were nowhere to be found. Now, let's fast forward to the end of the day. Our weary protagonist returns home, having had to call a locksmith to get back in. And guess what greets them on the kitchen counter? The lost keys, right there where they had always been. Now, isn't that just the strangest thing? And it seems our storyteller isn't alone in this experience. Several other Redditors chimed in with their own tales of mysteriously disappearing and reappearing objects. One recounted a similar story about a missing wallet that reappeared in a locked drawer. Another spoke of a cherished childhood toy that vanished for years, only to reappear one day in its usual spot. There were no burglars, no pranksters, no rational explanation, just everyday objects taking unscheduled vacations and returning without a trace of their journey. It was as if these things had a mind of their own, or maybe, just maybe, it was something else. What might that be, you ask? Well, some speculate it could be a slip in reality, a glitch in the so-called matrix of our existence. A hint that perhaps our world isn't as solid and predictable as we'd like to believe. Could this be a mere coincidence, or is it a glitch in the Matrix? Who knows, but it certainly makes you think, doesn't it? What if one day, time decided to play a cruel trick on you? Picture this. A Redditor, let's call him Jake, shares an experience that defies explanation. He's in his humble abode a regular Tuesday evening. He's watching his favorite show, The Clock Strikes 9. Jake decides to call it a night. He goes to sleep only to wake up and find the clock reading 9 o'clock again. But wait, it's still Tuesday. He rubs his eyes, shakes his head, thinking it's a dream, but it's not. His Tuesday is repeating. Like a record stuck in a groove, Jake is living the same day over and over again. His favorite show, the clock striking 9, going to bed, waking up, and then it's still Tuesday, over and over, the same sequence of events. It's as if reality has glitched, trapping Jake in a time loop. Now, you may wonder, is he going mad? Is this some sort of lucid dream, or perhaps is this a genuine time anomaly? Intrigued by Jake's story, other Redditors begin to share their thoughts. Some attempt to rationalize the situation, suggesting it could be a case of extreme deja vu, or maybe a vivid dream. Others, however, share similar experiences. One Redditor, for instance, speaks of a day when they experienced the same meal thrice. Another one talks about a time when they relived a conversation with their friend, word for word, twice. Such shared experiences add layers to this enigma, making us question the very fabric of our reality. Are these mere tricks of the mind, hallucinations, or could they be genuine glitches in our perceived reality? Could there be forces at play that we're yet to understand, or is our understanding of reality itself flawed? As we delve deeper into these mysteries, we realize that the world might be stranger than we perceive. After all, reality is but a perception, and perceptions can be deceived. So the next time you find yourself stuck in a loop, ask yourself, a trick of the mind or a true glitch in our perceived reality? Imagine meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but you've never met them before. So begins the chilling tale of a Redditor who encountered their very own doppelganger. It was a day like any other when our protagonist, let's call them Alex, came face to face with, well, their own face. Alex was walking through a bustling marketplace when they locked eyes with a person who was a mirror image of themselves, a perfect replica. The same eyes, the same hair, even the same quirky smile. Now, you might think this is a tale of long-lost twins or some genetic fluke, but no. Alex was an only child, and their parents had assured them there was no mix-up at the hospital. This was something different, something eerie, something that defied logic and reason. The doppelganger, seemingly just as shocked, approached Alex. They exchanged a few words, an awkward conversation filled with disbelief and confusion. The doppelganger even knew things about Alex that no stranger should know. Things that were personal, private. The encounter was brief. The doppelganger, with a final look of bewilderment, disappeared into the crowd, leaving Alex standing there, rooted to the spot, their minds spinning with questions. So what was this? An elaborate prank? A case of mistaken identity? Or perhaps something more supernatural? Let's dive into the comments section where startled Redditors have shared their reactions. One user writes, "This gave me chills. I had a similar experience once. Still gives me nightmares." Another comments, "This sounds like something straight out of a movie. It's hard to believe it's real." And yet, another Redditor shares, "I've heard of doppelgangers being a sign of a parallel universe. Maybe Alex crossed paths with their alternate self." The possibility of an alternate universe, a parallel reality where we exist in a different form, is a tantalizing one, isn't it? A case of mistaken identity, or a glitch revealing a parallel universe? We may never know, but one thing's for sure, this encounter leaves us with a sense of intrigue and a thirst for more such chilling tales. What if you received a phone call from someone who wasn't there? It's an eerie thought, isn't it? But that's exactly what happened to one Redditor we'll call Sam. Sam was alone at home one evening, enjoying the quiet. Suddenly, the silence was broken by the jarring ring of a telephone. Sam picked up the phone, expecting to hear a familiar voice, but instead, there was just silence. No voice, no breathing, not even the background noise you'd expect from a live call. Just an unsettling, empty silence. Sam hung up, assuming it was a wrong number or a prank. But the phone rang again, and again, there was nothing but silence. This happened several times over the course of the night. Each time, Sam's unease grew. Was someone playing a joke, or was something more ominous at work? As Sam shared this story on Reddit, other users chimed in with their thoughts and experiences. Some suggested logical explanations, Perhaps it was a technical glitch or a telemarketer with a malfunctioning autodialer. Others shared similar experiences of phantom calls, adding to the sense of unease and mystery. One user, who we'll call Alex, recounted a similar story. He too had received silent calls, but with an added twist. Each call came at exactly the same time, 3:23 in the morning. Alex never did find out who or what was behind those calls. Another Redditor, Jessie, suggested a more supernatural explanation. She spoke of spirits trying to communicate, of messages from beyond our realm. Could these phantom calls be attempts at contact from the other side? As with any glitch in the Matrix, we may never know for sure. The phantom phone call remains a mystery, an unsettling reminder of the unknown. And as we ponder these stories, we can't help but wonder, what would we do if we received such a call? How would we react to the eerie silence on the other end of the line? A technical glitch or a communication from beyond our realm? We'll leave that for you to decide. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning the world around you. Have you ever experienced an event that you're certain has happened before? Picture this. You're walking down a familiar street when all of a sudden you're struck by a powerful sense of deja vu. Every sight, every sound, every sensation seems to echo from a past experience. It's as if time has looped back on itself, creating a strange sense of familiarity in a moment that should be entirely new. This is exactly what happened to a Redditor who goes by the username Echo in the Matrix. Echo in the Matrix tells a fascinating tale of walking into a cafe and feeling like they had lived that exact moment before. The barista's smile, the song playing on the radio, the aroma of coffee beans all felt eerily familiar. They were certain they had never been to that cafe before, yet everything felt like a replay of a forgotten memory. This tale sparked a wave of comments from the Reddit community. Some shared their own experiences of deja vu, creating a tapestry of stories that blurred the line between reality and illusion. One user, timetraveler_007, recounted a similar incident where they felt like they were reliving a conversation, word for word. Another, Quantum Quirk, spoke of a time when they had a dream that seemed to play out in reality days later. Yet, there were also those who offered more scientific explanations. NeuroNerd suggested that deja vu could be a result of the brain momentarily misfiring, causing a slight delay in processing sensory information. PsychBuff, on the other hand, proposed that deja vu might be a psychological phenomenon where our brains mistakenly label a new experience as something we've encountered before. But amidst all these stories and theories, the mystery remains. Is deja vu just a quirk of our minds, a glitch in our neural wiring? Or could it be something more? Could it be, as some suggest, a glimpse into a parallel universe or an alternate timeline? Is this a trick of the brain or a glimpse into a different timeline? As we delve deeper into these fascinating stories, we invite you to ponder on this question and perhaps share your own experiences of the strange and unexplained. Have you ever felt a presence in a room when you're absolutely alone? This isn't a hypothetical question, but a reality for one Redditor who shared their chilling encounter. In the stillness of their home, they experienced the inexplicable sensation of not being alone. Imagine, if you will, the comfort of your own living space suddenly becoming heavy with an unseen presence. The air grows thick, your heart pounds in your chest, and you can't shake the feeling that someone or something is there with you. This Redditor did everything they could to rationalize the situation. They checked every room, every nook and cranny, but found nothing. They even went as far as to have their home inspected for carbon monoxide leaks, a known cause of hallucinations. But the tests came back negative. Despite all logical explanations, the sensation persisted. The story sparked a flurry of comments from the Reddit community. Many tried to provide rational explanations. Some suggested infrasound, a low-frequency sound that can cause feelings of unease or dread. Others proposed the idea of heightened sensitivity to electromagnetic fields, which can also cause similar sensations. But then, there were those who shared their own eerie experiences. They too had felt an unseen presence, a phantom touch, or a whisper in their ear when no one was around. These shared experiences, they claimed, couldn't simply be chalked up to imagination or natural phenomena. They were too real, too palpable. And so, the conversation continued, spiraling down the rabbit hole of the unexplained and the supernatural. Theories ranged from ghostly apparitions to glitches in the Matrix, each more intriguing than the last. But what if it wasn't just a figment of the imagination? What if, in some instances, our senses are picking up on something that exists just beyond the veil of our reality? Is this a case of an overactive imagination or a glitch revealing unseen entities? Perhaps we'll never truly know. But one thing is certain. In the strange, eerie world of glitches in the Matrix, nothing is ever as it seems. Stories like these make us question the nature of our reality. Ponder, if you will, the unraveling of the Matrix. The mysterious disappearance of an object, only to have it reappear in an impossible place. It's as if the universe played a magic trick on us, defying the laws of physics and our comprehension. Then we have the time loop, an event repeating itself over and over again, like a broken record. It's a phenomenon that leaves us scratching our heads, wondering if time itself is as linear as we perceive it to be. Next, consider the Doppelgänger Encounter, meeting an exact replica of yourself. This anomaly raises questions about identity, individuality, and existence itself. Are we unique, or are we mere copies in an infinite universe? The phantom phone call story is another enigma. Hearing a voice from the other side, a voice that shouldn't exist. It's a chilling yet fascinating example of the inexplicable, blurring the lines between the living and the perhaps not so dead. Deja vu or glitch, what's the difference? The feeling of having lived a moment before. It's a glitch in the Matrix that makes us question the reliability of our memories and the authenticity of our experiences. And finally, the unseen presence, the sensation of being watched or followed by something unseen. It's a creepy reminder of the unknown aspects of our reality, the unseen dimensions that may exist right beside us. All of these stories, rich in mystery and intrigue, invite us to question, to wonder, to explore the boundaries of our reality. They inspire curiosity and a desire to understand the unexplained. If you've had similar experiences or thoughts on these stories, we'd love to hear about them. Share your own glitches in the Matrix in the comments below. Remember, the Matrix is everywhere. It's all around us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on more stories that challenge the boundaries of reality.